What's going on, beautiful people of YouTube? It's Renebean. Welcome to another episode of Life of a Game Hunter / Collector. We got some work to do. Not in the shop today. We got to do something about this game room. As you can see from some of the last packages, we got to put some stuff away here. This whole Zelda shrine, I need to figure out how to put more stuff into it. I'm debating on moving the whole Sega Saturn collection down and leaving that top area right up here open. And moving the TurboGrafx, the CDI stuff out. I'm not sure how that's going to go or what I'm going to do with it, but we're going to figure it out. So let's do it. Alright, so I guess the first step is I need to put these Genesis games on the shelf. I got to put all the box stuff that I can that has nothing to do with Zelda up first. So my idea is, instead of actually consolidating a whole row, because a lot of people know, I'll have those display games in the back, and I kind of do that, for two reasons. One, it looks good for display, and secondly, when I need to condense, I can just turn it into an actual shelf where everything's, put up like a book. But instead, I'm going to pull out these loose Genesis games. I don't normally collect loose Genesis games. I don't actively seek them out. These are just ones that I got that, obviously these are good titles. You got Hyperstone Heist, Gargoyles, Shadowrun, things like that. I'm going to move those, and that's going to give me enough area to at least add 3 games. And I believe I left enough room on some of these shelves to add another game. I'm just really hesitant on making another shelf because it'll be kind of bare for a while. And once the season really starts picking up and I can start adding a good chunk of games to it, that's when I'll consolidate that shelf. So let me move these, add these games, and see if it makes a big difference. Let's check that out. Alright, so I pulled out the Genesis games. Still got to figure out where I'm going to put those. I like keeping this whole shelf as, the Sega shelf. You got your Genesis, your Saturn, CD, your Dreamcast, box Game Gear over here, and Master System, and 32X. I like keeping it that way. What I may do is, honestly, I have no idea what I'm going to do. May remove one box back there, like maybe behind where that Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde is, and put them there. Oh my goodness. I need more room. One of these days I am just going to consolidate all of them down and compact and make them shelves. It'll look a lot more bare when I do it that way, but like I said, I'm hoping this season I'm going to be able to add a lot more Genesis games to the shelf. So let me figure that out. I also, if we can see here, let me show you. I got to take down the Nintendo 64 box as well as the TurboGrafx Express. Maybe just one of them. I might just take the Turbo box down and pull out. All this stuff has to move up because I got boxed Super Nintendo games as well as an N64 game to add. And you can tell that that's all. I mean, it's slap full. I might, like maybe moving that Star Fox cup, I might be able to figure it out without going too crazy. I know what a lot of y'all are thinking, you're just going to have to constantly keep doing something like this, but that's the idea, is whenever I need to, I can consolidate it down and pull all these Genesis carts down and put them sideways and clear up all the room that I want. I'm just trying to make it look as best as I can for display purposes and also without having to do too much craziness to it. So let me figure that out and we will see where we get from there. Alright guys, so I actually got lucky. I didn't really have to do anything. I had enough room to get 4 N64 games on the shelf. I actually just kind of put them right back behind that cup like I thought I would. The Super Nintendo games, I added 2 of those to the shelf, and I didn't really have to do anything except kind of hide the Turbo box just a little bit. It's not too far back there. The biggest thing was going to be what to do with my TurboGrafx and the CDI stuff. I really want to leave the Dreamcast stuff here if I can, which I think I will be able to. What I've decided is, since I have condensed my PlayStation 2 collection down, I've made this much room on my shelf. I moved everything down, and I think I'm going to move all that stuff over here, and I think it's going to work out great. I'm not the biggest fan of having my TurboGrafx stuff over here not, seen constantly, but TurboGrafx is something that I play very frequently, so I'm not too worried about having it over here. The CDI stuff, I had to make room because the boxes won't fit, this height right here is just a standard DVD size box, and those are very long, kind of like a long box PS1 or Saturn game. except a lot wider too. So I'm going to set those there, and then I'm going to do the process of moving all that stuff down and see how it looks. I'm hoping this is going to be an easier change than what it is, and I'm hoping it's not going to look too goofy up there. I'm got a feeling on how I can put some of this stuff, because some of this stuff is so cluttered up here you can't even really see it now, and I don't want that. I want all this stuff to be visible. So let me change that around and let's see the results. Alright guys, so as you can see, I got the TurboGrafx stuff out as well as the CDI over on the PS2 shelf. It looks really nice. I'll show you that at the end of the video. I just got to finish moving all this stuff down in the Sega CD stuff, and then working my way up from the top to the Sega Saturn stuff, and then finally finishing out what to do with this, figuring out what to do with the Zelda stuff. I got to give this dude a shout out, because speaking of Saturn, a lot of you guys know I like to watch on the 360 in here, since I got the 1X in the master bedroom. I watch YouTube and whatnot in here. Check this guy out. I cannot recommend this guy enough. The SSG Gentleman, the Southern Sega Gentleman. My God, does he got a voice for this. Sorry for the flicker from my phone. Check out, you know, the videos, the history of the failed Resident Evil 2 for the Saturn. That is an awesome video, as well as his other ones. If you're a Saturn fan, people, you will not be disappointed. Tell him Renebean sent you, and go over there and check out his stuff. He is an up-and-comer, and I got a feeling he's going to do some great things. But anyways, let's get back to work, and I'm going to get back to watching some more of his videos. Alright guys, as you can see, we got all that taken care of, and I'm not going to show everything with the Zelda Shrine, but it's looking a lot better. I got to put all the cords up, all the miscellaneous stuff, because a lot of you know I like to use my game room and enjoy it. So I got cords everywhere. I can't advertise these things enough, guys. Reusable zip ties. Everybody asks me, where the hell do you get them? Go on to eBay, type in black reusable tie, and these will come up. Search low to high, and you can usually get like 50 or 100 for a couple bucks. I mean, they're very cheap, and I use them to wrap all my cords with. As a gamer, if you have a game room like this, that, you know, any controller obviously with cords, these things are absolutely essential. Rubber bands break over time. They're not perfect for it. This is the way you do it. Don't be the person that wraps it around the controller. Make it look nice. Make the longevity of your cords last longer. So I'm going to put all this stuff up, clean it up, and then I'm going to show you the end result, guys. And I got to tell you, it's looking pretty damn good. So let's check it out. Alright guys, it's starting to look pretty good actually. I'm liking the way it's going to be. Obviously it's not all tightened up as much as I'd like. Sega's has to move down, but look at all this available real estate right here. I'm going to be able to spread this stuff out and get some of this Zelda stuff off the floor, and I think I'm going to be able to reorganize it to where it looks a lot better. I'm hoping so. Until I can get actually, because my plans in the future is just to get a brand new display shelf, a new shrine, maybe turn this one into a different shrine, put it somewhere else in the house. I'm not entirely too sure, but as you can see, we got some prime real estate there, guys. So I guess the next clip you're going to see is how I finish it and how it looks when it's done. So it'll be a good time jump for you, but it's going to be some work for me. But here we go. Alright guys, are you ready for the final result? I think it looks amazing. Everything kind of turned out for the better. I'll start off over here. You can see all the Dreamcast games have moved right here. And I'm fairly certain that I'm going to have to take those Dreamcast out at one point to make room for more Sega CD and Saturn games. There's a Sega CD that all moved down. I actually had one that stuck out right here, but it all actually surprisingly fit fairly well. I did have to turn the Nights into Dreams 3D controller box sideways. That's complete. That game's amazing. And then I'll show you the Zelda stuff here in a second. We got the Genesis games. I just moved those over there. It's actually chilling in front of Moonwalker back there. And then what I did over here, as you can see, this is the CDI collection right here with the infamous Hotel Mario. The TurboGrafx collection right here with a few loose Hue cards. It doesn't look bad right there, honestly. It doesn't bother me at all. Like I said, I got rid of a lot of PS2 games, and this is going to make room for things that I'd much rather have. But now, guys, the big reveal. And, oh man, I think it looks amazing. Look at this Zelda Shrine right here. This is absolutely awesome. I got enough room now to add quite a few more things as I acquire them. So as you can see, we definitely did some rearranging. Where the Saturn stuff was originally up top, you can see I got this big box statue right here. If I can open it up, as you can see there, Link is awesome right there. And then we got, you know, just everything Zelda related that I can fit. And there's only 3 things right there, but just those 3 things, I was able to reorganize everything and get everything displayed a lot better. It looks awesome to me. I got some literature up there, some guides. And then as you can see in the actual shrine, I rearranged some of the games there. It just looks amazing. Everybody knows I'm a huge Zelda fan, and you have to give Zelda love. I can hear the Discord server going crazy in the background. And then at the bottom is my favorite. You can see all the boxed Zelda games right there, just looking great. So that's it, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. And like I said earlier, check out the Southern Sega Gentleman. He's got an awesome channel. Very knowledgeable with Saturn. He's going to be my go-to guy for stuff like that. But as always, guys, take care. Enjoy the rest of your day.